Fire-scorching drives. Holly Jonas leaves Salem after Sophia Choi's vicious trap. Hello to all our loyal Days of Our Lives, DOOL, fans. If you've been following this iconic soap opera, you know we're in the thick of one of the show's most explosive storylines, the tangled triangle of Tate Black, Holly Jonas, and Sophia Choi. Today, we dive into one of the most shocking twists to date, Sophia's calculated trap that drove Holly to leave both Salem and Tate. This isn't just about love and betrayal, it's a masterclass in how dark jealousy and manipulation can destroy lives. Let's break it all down. Smiling face with horn. Sophia's scandalous scheme. From jealousy to pure malice. Sophia Choi has long harbored feelings for Tate Black, and she'll stop at nothing to win him over. After deceiving Tate about a fake adoption and even giving up her own baby at a safe haven drop-off just to chase freedom, Sophia shifted her sights to something darker. Tearing apart the budding love between Tate and Holly Jonas. Her sights were now set on a far more sinister goal, to destroy the love between Tate and Holly once and for all. What followed was a plan so cunning, so cruel, that it would tear apart relationships, reputations, and hearts in a way that no one in Salem could have predicted. The trap is set. Sophia's scandalous scheme unfolds. Sophia's plot was nothing short of diabolical, a carefully orchestrated scheme designed to ruin Holly's life and drive a wedge between her and Tate. According to whispers from the Days of Our Lives summer previews, Sophia's plan began with a shocking act of deception. She decided to create a scandal that would make Holly look unfaithful, painting her as someone who had betrayed Tate's trust in the most humiliating way possible. The first step in Sophia's plan was to catch Holly in a vulnerable moment. In a move that sent chills down viewers' spines, Sophia allegedly sneaked into a private setting where Holly was alone. Spoilers suggest that she may have gone so far as to drug Holly, rendering her unconscious and unable to defend herself. With Holly incapacitated, Sophia staged a scene that was both scandalous and misleading. She carefully arranged Holly's clothing, exposing her bra and positioning her in a suggestive pose, to make it appear as though Holly was caught in a compromising situation with other men. To seal the trap, Sophia snapped photos of the scene, capturing images that looked damning to anyone who didn't know the truth. But Sophia didn't stop there. She knew that for her plan to succeed, she needed to ensure that these photos reached as many people as possible. With a few clicks, she sent the images circulating through Salem's gossip channels, from social media to whispered conversations at the local coffee shop. Alongside the photos, Sophia spread vicious rumors, whispering to anyone who would listen that Holly had been rushing on other men behind Tate's back. The rumors spread like wildfire, and soon, the entire town was buzzing with the scandal. To the outside world, Holly Jonas had become a traitor and a womanizer, her reputation tarnished in an instant. Sophia's plan was a masterclass in manipulation. She had played her cards perfectly, knowing exactly how to exploit Salem's love for drama and its quickness to judge. The photos, combined with her carefully crafted lies, created a narrative so convincing that even those closest to Holly began to doubt her. It was a devastating blow, and the fallout would prove to be more than Holly could bear. The fallout, Holly's world crumbles. The consequences of Sophia's trap were nothing short of catastrophic. For Holly, a young woman who had always tried to do the right thing, the sudden wave of criticism and condemnation was overwhelming. The residents of Salem, known for their penchant for gossip, turned on her with a ferocity that was both shocking and heartbreaking. Friends who once smiled at her in the town square now whispered behind her back. Family members, caught up in the scandal, struggled to defend her. The labels, womanizer, and traitor, followed her everywhere, turning her daily life into a nightmare. Everywhere Holly went, she felt the sting of judgmental stares and cruel comments. The grocery store, the park, even the quiet corners of Salem's church became places of torment. The community she had once called home now felt like a prison, each day bringing fresh waves of humiliation. For someone as kind-hearted as Holly, this betrayal by her neighbors and friends was a wound that cut deep, leaving her feeling utterly alone. But the most painful blow came from the person Holly loved most, Tate Black. Their relationship had been a source of strength for both of them, a beacon of hope amidst Salem's chaos. Yet, even Tate couldn't escape the doubts planted by Sophia's scheme. Bombarded by the scandalous photos and the town's relentless gossip, Tate began to question Holly's loyalty. Under pressure from public opinion and Sophia's manipulative whispers, he confronted Holly in a moment of anger, hurling insults that broke her heart. To Holly, this was the ultimate betrayal, a sign that the love she had cherished so deeply was no longer a safe haven. Devastated and humiliated, Holly made a heart-wrenching decision. She could no longer stay in a town that had turned its back on her, nor could she remain with a man who doubted her love. Packing her bags, Holly left Salem behind, seeking a fresh start far from the pain and judgment that had consumed her life. Her departure was not just a physical journey but an emotional one, as she grappled with the loss of her home, her love, and her sense of self. The ripple effects. A town divided and a love lost. Holly's exit from Salem sent shockwaves through the community. For some, her departure was a sign of guilt, proof that the rumors were true. For others, it was a tragic reminder of how quickly lies can destroy a life. The scandal had not only torn Holly and Tate apart but had also fractured the trust within Salem's tight-knit community. Friends argued over who was to blame, families debated the truth, and the town buzzed with speculation about what would happen next. For Tate, the realization of what he had lost came too late. As the dust settled, doubts began to creep into his mind. Had he been too quick to believe the rumors? Had he let Sophia's lies cloud his judgment? The weight of his actions, his harsh words to Holly and his failure to trust her, began to haunt him. But by then, Holly was gone, leaving behind a void that no amount of regret could fill. As for Sophia, her plan had worked, at least for now. With Holly out of the picture, she saw an opportunity to grow closer to Tate. But her victory was hollow, built on a foundation of lies and manipulation. Deep down, Sophia knew that her actions had caused irreparable harm, not just to Holly but to the very relationships she hoped to build. The question now was whether her conscience, or the truth, would catch up with her. Lessons from the drama, the dangers of jealousy and deception. This heartbreaking storyline in Days of Our Lives is more than just a soap opera twist, it's a powerful reminder of the destructive force of jealousy and betrayal. Sophia's actions show how far someone can go when driven by envy, willing to sacrifice others' happiness for their own desires. Her scheme didn't just hurt Holly, it wounded an entire community, leaving scars that may take years to heal. For viewers, especially those of us who've seen our share of life's ups and downs, this story offers valuable lessons. It reminds us to question what we hear, to seek the truth before passing judgment, and to cherish the trust we build with those we love. It also serves as a cautionary tale about the consequences of our actions, showing how a single lie can set off a chain reaction of pain and loss. What's next for Salem? The drama continues. As loyal Days of Our Lives fans, we know that no story in Salem ever truly ends. The departure of Holly Jonas is just the beginning of what promises to be a thrilling new chapter. Spoilers hint that Ariana Horton, a young girl with a big heart, may try to confront Sophia and uncover the truth behind her actions. But with Sophia's obsession growing stronger, it's unlikely she'll back down without a fight. Will Tate discover the truth about Sophia's scheme? Will Holly ever return to Salem, or has she left for good? And what consequences will Sophia face when her lies are finally exposed? One thing is certain, the drama in Salem is far from over. The town's residents will continue to grapple with love, loss, and the secrets that bind them together. For those of us watching from home, these stories are a chance to reflect on our own lives, to think about the choices we make and the people we hold dear. Stay tuned for more. If you're as captivated by this storyline as we are, don't miss a single episode of Days of Our Lives. Tune in to see how Tate, Holly, and Sophia's story unfolds, and whether justice will prevail in the end. Do you think Holly will find her way back to Salem? Will Tate realize his mistake and fight to win her back? Share your thoughts with friends or in online forums, and keep the conversation going. For more updates, spoilers, and in-depth analysis of your favorite soap opera, follow along with trusted sources like Perplexity. The drama in Salem is hotter than ever, and we can't wait to see what happens next. So, grab your remote, settle into your favorite chair, and let's keep watching as the heart of Salem beats on with love, betrayal, and the promise of redemption. Stay tuned, dear friends, this is one story you won't want to miss.